we got a assistant coach hooking up with a player dating, and a player and another player dating. But I mean, that's some saucy stuff. You got a coach hooking up with a player with a player.
Just scissoring all over the place.
And it just proves that women's softball is just as gay as I ever thought it was. Like, the thing about it, we got a coach and two players. Like, what's it?
Just scissoring all over the damn field.
Oh, dude, talk about fucking stereotypes.
Yeah, they're not breaking any there.
No, so it was like a bunch of good-looking chicks just getting weird.
Old Miss. You know what I mean? They got some babes.
Yeah.
And which, like, she's an assistant coach, so she's probably not much older than these girls in reality.
25.
Yeah. So I mean,
she blew her knee out and couldn't make the Olympic team, so she's like, "No, I'm just gonna start
going back to
scissoring
Ole Miss." Yeah, and start banging my players.
Start flicking beans.
But it's so funny. Like, this is.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield sFinestPodcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birdsidell. With me, as always, to the left of me, my main man with 9.5 toes, and he stays fucking them hoes. We give it up for my man, Anthony Shuley.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
And then, no Johnny in the house tonight, everyone. Johnny could not make it. Happy birthday to Maria. It was her
happy birthday,
Maria.
It was her 6th birthday, but it doesn't matter, because to the right of me, my co-host, weighing in at 223 pounds, 6'4", and he's straight out of North Hills. Make some noise for Moneyline. Whoa,
dude, I like the losing 10 pounds up 2 inches. Let's do that all fucking day long.
I got a real quick announcement. Everybody, we're having our comedy show this Saturday, Comptra Theater. Please get tickets. This is a great way to help support the podcast. We're going to be posting it like crazy, but if you don't go on social media, that's fine. Go to ComtraTheater.com. It's the September 11th comedy show. Please, it really helps out, like, coming to these shows. It's going to help us, the podcast, move forward into the future. We appreciate all the support, everybody, and thank you. Let's jump right into the show. Moneyline Welsh, what's cracking?
NFL football this week.
We got Greenfield playing Thursday night.
The Cowboys play Thursday. Who they play?
They play Tampa Bay.
Do they?
Yeah.
That'd be a nice win for him to get right off the bat.
If they can get that win, that'll be fucking huge.
That will be. What's up with J.J. Watt? Is he going to play?
So here's what they're saying right now. They're saying that the Steelers never, after the season...
TJ. Which Watt? TJ Watt. Yeah, I said JJ. Yeah, we have TJ Watt.
The Steelers...
All those white Watts look like.
They do. After the season begins, the Steelers never...
Yeah, but they extended Cam Hayward last year.
Right, but they just said that they're going to make it public that they're willing to break that to get this deal done with TJ. So I wouldn't expect the TJ thing to get resolved before this Sunday, but I would say by week 2 or 3, he's going to be signed, and he's going to be the highest paid defensive player in the league.
So he's not going to play Sunday?
He is playing.
Oh, he is going to play.
Oh, yeah. He said he was, because I read something they were saying something about a holdout. You know.
No, he's actually doing the opposite. It's called. I'm not even making this up. It's called a hold in.
A hold in, yeah, where he's doing individual.
He's coming around and
he's doing individual drills, but he's not doing any of the team shit. So when they break up into like offense defense, on the defense side, I guess he just chills and watches. Kind of like Cheeks back in the day.
Yeah.
One of the dudes that didn't make weight all week and they just chilled and watched. It came every night, so good for him.
Cheeks Hanley, that was his name.
That was old Cheeks.
Kevin Hanley.
I like Cheeks.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Never made weight Cheeks though.
No, but he tried.
Yeah.
He was like 15 pounds over every week. They're like, Cheeks, you're gonna work it off. You're gonna get the weight, and I think by like the end of the year he was 50 pounds overweight.
All them free slices after the game.
Yeah. So what do you you want to know what our prediction is for the Steelers season?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
With the new thing, I think 9-8 because it's 17 games. 9-8.
9-8. I was gonna say they'll have double-digit wins. You know what I mean? I'll get 10-7, 11-6, something around there.
Hey, say what you want, dog. Is that what you feel?
I feel like they're, you know, it depends on, you know, a bunch of things happening all at once, but I think they got a decent squad. You know,
yeah.
I think they're 13-4. I think they win the Super Bowl.
All right.
And I'm not a number one. Let's go Steeler guy at all. They're $100 to win 4,400.
Did you already
Yeah,
get it?
I like that
good.
juice. You
Did
know what I
you
mean? I'll
get
take it. No, I didn't put it in yet.
Did you see that one dude said that the Browns were going to be in the Super Bowl against the Packers, and the Packers were going to win?
Who said that?
One of those analysts. Maybe, actually, I think it was Mel Kiper, actually.
I mean, I don't know. Do you see
The
that?
Browns? I don't see that.
he's-
Odell Beckham Jr. is already hurt.
I mean, he's always hurt.
It's not even him. It's just like I mean, they did crush us last year in the playoffs. But I mean, I don't know. Like, people could say anything and like just take the wildest guesses, and you're gonna
They
look
beat
back
us in the
through.
playoffs with fucking Ben had a broken wing.
Right.
Yeah.
He's back. He's
Yeah.
firing the ball down the field.
Yeah.
He's 39 years old. He looks great. He's fucking
We got
fit.
a deep-ass receiving core.
Yeah.
I think that dude Deontay Johnson is gonna fucking go off this year. I think he's gonna just fucking go off. But yeah, I'm 9-7. Surely, what you said, 11-6,
I'll go 11-6.
and then money line was 13-4.
Yeah, here we go, baby.
Yeah.
he got his
Fucking
terrible towel
number
on.
one fan over here.
Yeah, I know what you're not a number one fan of. The fucking Pitt football program playing Sweet Caroline.
I mean, Pitt played well, so that's usually a game like Pitt like fucks up somehow, but
Yeah.
they beat the shit out of UMass, so good for them. I always hated this, and like when I say always, like how this is relatively new, the Sweet Caroline bullshit.
How long does this go back? Because I'm trying to 10 years.
At least a decade.
At 10
least a
years, I would say,
decade.
because
Yeah.
when I lived in Oakland, we didn't sing this shit.
Right.
No.
You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with Pittsburgh.
Nothing.
It's like a Boston Red Sox fucking song. They
Yes.
go crazy for. Why did we adopt it, and why do we sing it?
There's so many
drives
other
me-
songs
There's
out
so many other songs.
Renegade.
Yeah,
anything.
sure, but like just literally any like and like everybody. It's such a like unoriginal, uncreative, has nothing to do with Pittsburgh fucking song, and like it's an okay tune, but now I hate it because like you're swinging Sweet Caroline for no fucking reason.
Or anytime you're at a bar and people play and every girl
Yeah.
drunk broad
It's
sings it.
gonna be-
Yeah,
it's like fine, but like it
yeah.
doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't get it.
This is one of the ones I definitely agree with you. I hate it. It's not any type of like pumped up music. I don't understand it. It's fucking stupid. Do they sing it like during the game, right?
yeah, there's like
So it's
yeah.
not like after a win. It's during.
No, they sing it like every Pitt game, and they
Yeah.
sing it in every Pitt fucking bar in Oakland, and they just sing it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I think it's a terrible
It's a
tradition.
complete ripoff off the Red Sox have been doing it forever. I
Forever,
believe.
yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a new song.
No,
I think it came out in the late '60s, but still, for them to jump on it now, like, 10. It's about 10 years old. We'll say, give or take a couple years, but I agree with you on this. It's fucking stupid. It's annoying. It doesn't make any sense. Has nothing to do with a Panther, with Pittsburgh, or football. I don't get it.
unless we're like completely missing something, which I don't think we are. Let us know if we are, but it's just fucking stupid.
I agree.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It always. And I remember like first hearing it. I'm like, why are they singing this? What's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
everybody, shh, stop. This is dumb. Like, fucking, we can come up with something better than this. Let me
Yeah.
think about it for like 2 days, and I'll give you an idea.
I'll get
Like,
back
this
to
is fucking. We're more creative. We're more original than this as a city.
You know who loves that song? 56-year-old women. They go nuts for it when they're at the Pitt game watching their grandkids play, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, my favorite part is when they start singing the Sweet Caroline. I just go crazy." You know, like that's who likes it. I can't believe everyone jumped on board. If we were there, I wouldn't be singing. I know.
Yeah,
that.
I'll give it to Pitt though. They were going hard this weekend. There was like fucking thousands of kids on like Myron Street.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, you did it. You drove through.
No, I saw that on the World Wide Web. I did do a little creep cruise today though. Yeah, it's on the way. What are you gonna do?
Right, you have to go through.
You gotta get through
I was
Oakland.
working in Oakland all day.
Yeah,
today.
you got to get through there.
Nice community.
UCLA beat the shit out of LSU.
That was, I mean, talk about probably one of the best games of the day. Especially Jack has. We all support UCLA because of Paul Grattan, but Jack is actually that's his cousin who is the starting left guard at UCLA. Played lights out football
Crushing dudes.
against an SEC who's just known for their defensive line, and they said the precursor to the game was this game is going to be one of the trenches, and it's going to be the defensive line versus UCLA's offensive line. And Paul Grattan played the whole line played great, but like Paul, just because we know him, I watched it more, played fucking unbelievable. UCLA pulled up and they were 1.5 point dogs going into before the game won, and I think they ended up winning by like 15.
Yeah, and it wasn't even – they beat the shit out in the second half. But, yeah, at the beginning of the game, they said Paul Grattan, he's from Pittsburgh. He's their brawler. I stood up. I'm like, oh, my God. Scared the shit out of Paisley. Paisley was like, what the fuck's going on? These West Coast games, man, they're hard to stay up for. Holy fuck. I must have to take an Adderall to make me walk into the game. It was like fucking midnight. I'm like, oh, my God.
They start super late.
They do. But it was worth it. They fucking beat the shit out of them. I'm just a walking pussy. People just take advantage of me, and I just take it. I don't know if they listen to this podcast and they see me like I'm running into this guy, and they think I'm soft, and they're just gonna walk all over me. I was at LA Fitness the other day, North Hills, trying to acclimate myself to the North Hills. It's not going well. I get lost every time I leave the fucking house.
It's very everything looks alike.
Everything looks alike, and I always think I get to one place. I'm like, oh, that road looks like that, and I'm sure it's going to take me here. It does not. Ever.
The opposite.
Yeah, I'm just like it's just huge. And I just keep going. I'm thinking like, oh, this is going to cut off here, and it's just a whole other part of a neighborhood that I didn't know exists. I got to fire up the old GPS, and it took me 20 minutes to get to LA Fitness from Leighton's house the other day.
How far is it actually? 7?
Yeah, 20 minutes. I fucking get lost everywhere I fucking go. It's insane. But I'm on the treadmill at this LA Fitness, and the dude's like cleaning the treadmills, and they're always at Bakery Square. They're always cleaning the treadmills, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Keep the place as clean as you want, but they usually clean like around you when you're like on it. Dude, this dude just started like sweeping, like literally sweeping the treadmill as I'm like running on it like full speed and like wiping
behind you?
Like no, like behind me on the sides of it. It's a treadmill. It's not a big place.
Right.
He's wiping the front of it, and I'm like looking at him. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
He's like running behind you on it, cleaning it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, do you want me? He's like, oh, you're good, and I'm like,
well, you're not.
Yeah, if I trip on this fucking broom and I fucking tear a meniscus, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, right.
Like, dude, he's seriously like sweeping the treadmill with like inches away from my fucking ankles. I'm like, is this dude trying to take me out? Like, what? And I'm looking around to see. No, I'm the only person that thinks shit's weird. No one else is like looking at me ever when weird shit's going on. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, am I getting punked? Like, is somebody I know here like telling me, like, dude, go fuck with that dude? It's like his
Here's
first
$20,
and it's his first day here, and I don't want. It's my first day. You know, you're nervous. It's
yeah.
Gym.
You don't know
you don't know anybody.
Like, dude, listen, play your phone really loud without headphones, and then start sweeping by his feet.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that was fucking missing. I was like, dude, give it I'm gonna be off in 20 minutes, bro. Give it a rest.
Were you walking on the treadmill or jogging?
No, I was running.
Oh, you were running?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do a run walk. Why you look? I'm an interval guy. I take it up and I take it down, and I take it up and I take it down. And I do that for about an hour. I get a good sweat going.
Is there treadmill on the flat, or do you increase it?
I increased that.
Do you?
I get a little.
You got like the preset. The hills are already preset.
Nah, I don't like that. I all manual. You know
yeah.
What I mean?
On your own time.
On my own time.
When I'm ready.
When I want to take it up a notch, I take it off, and when I want to take it down, you know what I mean? It's my show.
It's my world.
Yeah, I don't got to coach. No one's coaching me to do anything. I don't got to be a practice.
And this janitor's not my physical fitness teacher.
This is just so I don't die at the age of 42.
It's good.
But so this fucking dude, I was like, and I don't want to get into. It was just like, bro, just give it a minute. Give it.
Yeah.
Shoot.
There was other treadmills.
There's a million other treadmills. There's like 100 more.
That no one was probably even on.
No one's on. And then this the North Hills LA Fitness, it's all one floor, which I don't like at all.
There's no balcony.
There's no balcony. I like being on the treadmill. I like to overlook at people, and see what's going on at the gym.
Yeah.
See if we get something. And this is all one floor. I don't like it at all. I drove to Bakery Square the past couple of days, and I'm completely out of my old routine that I've done for like years because I'm on a completely different side of the fucking county.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can't. So I'm like, I'm trying to do the old shit. So this is what I did today. I fucking go to the gym from North Hills all the way to Bakery Square, go to work for a few hours, leave work, go to the driving range all the way out here, Coal Springs, drive all the way back to the North Hills, then drive back out here. I'm gonna have 10,000 miles on my car.
Yeah, you're gonna pay more money for that.
You haven't accepted that you're a North Hills person.
Exactly.
Okay.
I keep trying to go back to what I used to do. It's no longer my life. I just gotta jump in both feet,
right?
And I'm fighting it.
Suck it up.
I don't know why. I'm going to the Westview Giant Eagle. It might as well be like It's the Lincoln Place, or no, sorry, the Westview Shop and Save. That's very, imagine like the Lincoln Place shop. It's the same.
I was just there.
It's the same place.
Yeah.
I go there about 3 or 4 times a week, so I'm a regular there. I didn't see that one coming.
And it's so much different than where was your other one, Trader
Joe's. Yeah, which like they do have one. I gotta commit to McKnight Road. I haven't committed to McKnight Road at all. There's everything you need up there.
Yeah, there is,
and it's very close to where we live. I'm just, you know what I mean. I like to do what I like to do.
That's like admitting that you're a North Hillsian now.
Yeah, that I'm
you're like, all right, dude, this is it. This is my world.
Yeah, it's gonna be Westview's finest podcast.
Yeah, you got to meet. It's probably like weird. I know, like from before, like not even as much as going to the gym, but just going to the driving range. Like when I used to go out to the one out by TJ, I used to go to that one, and like the people working there. Usually you'll know a guy swinging in clubs. You don't talk, but you'll give them the.
Yeah,
and I felt comfortable out there. Now, if I had to go to a totally different one,
new kid to school,
it'd be weird. They'd be like, "Who's this guy?" Then if I had a bad shot, they're like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah, dude. And sometimes you have like a completely golf's fucked up. You could have a completely bad day,
right?
And like, I don't want to go there and just be fucking shanking the ball all over the place. I want to be hitting the ball pure,
right? And
so like, I literally went to the driving range today to practice for my new driving range.
Yeah, to practice for practice. I actually get that, and even with the gym thing. It's like I get that too because going into a gym and not knowing anyone is an awkward feeling. At least growing up, like most of the time at any gym, you could go in any time and there's a 74% chance that John McKean was going to be in there.
Yeah, you run into somebody, couple of lows. Like even just like I'm drinking coffee from home now, like a fucking peasant. Like I used to live next to a Starbucks. I haven't had Starbucks in weeks. I'm fucking cracking out. Like so,
they got a million Starbucks in North Hills. But
yeah, but you got to. I used to be able to like fucking order on my phone, walk down to get it. My car was parked right next to it. It was a nice little. It's just there's not. I like living out there. Like don't get me. I like the move. It's just hard getting in, like, it's hard breaking a routine when you're so used to fucking doing something. I lived down the south side for like 3 years straight, and then I mean years before that, I've been on that side of the town for quite some time.
Are the folks different out there in the north?
No, not
same
that
kind of folk.
No, there's assholes everywhere.
Yeah, no, everybody's pretty much the same. Especially like where I'm at.
I was because I seen your tweet today. You said Laney called Sheets to see if they had Kit Kats. I'm like, that's the first time I heard of that.
Dude, I think I forgot to put that on here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Let's talk about it now.
Yeah, let me make sure so listen to this fucking story. So I smoked some dope. I was about to say I did dope on Saturday night. You say that on this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get by the end of it. I'm gonna get a message from my mom like, "Are you on heroin?"
Yeah, you're gonna get a sponsor by the end.
Didn't even come out yet, but somehow she's gonna know. I smoked weed on Saturday night, and I was on the moon, so I was like, I can't drive down the sheets. The major benefit to living in this the country, they have sheets.
Yeah.
But so I was like, I can't drive down the sheets. Let me check Uber Eats. So I get on Uber Eats. Order some cookies, Kit Kat, a couple peanut M&Ms, a couple Diet Cokes.
Sheets, Uber Eats will pick up your sheets?
Pick up my sheets.
That's kind of mine. That's just, oh, man.
It's how I live it.
That's like a personal shopper.
That just blew my mind.
It's how I live out there. And I was like, let me just check and see if this is a thing. And sure enough, it was. So don't get me wrong, I got about $13 worth of shit. They charged me $28 for it. So I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So we order all this shit, and the guy comes out of the car. Lenny goes to get up. He goes, "Hey, they're out of Kit Kats," and she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "What the fuck did that guy just say?" She was like, "They said they're out of Kit Kats." I was like, "Sheets."
No fucking way.
Out of Kit Kats.
They got big size ones. They got little ones.
I was like, "There's not a prayer in fucking." She was like, "Not a prayer in America," and she was like, "I'm about to call that Sheets," and I was like,
"The old Stutch move."
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, call Sheets. So she calls down the Sheets. The lady was like, we have boxes of Kit Kats. We come get all the Kit Kats you want.
7 cases today.
Well, so this motherfucker, he didn't forget. He ate the Kit Kat. Yeah, he probably was like, oh shit, he probably hasn't seen a Kit Kat in a while. I was like, man, I haven't had a Kit Kat in quite some time. And ate the Kit Kat.
And you still got charged for it.
Of course I did.
He definitely ate it then.
Definitely ate it. Like, what the fuck? You can't eat people's
I thought
fucking...
I thought he was gonna like say he forgot it, and then he was in the car like, yeah, they're out of him.
You can't eat people's fucking Kit Kats.
No,
You're crossing the
that's
line.
that's like when people questionably like you get Uber Eats and like you think there's some fries missing. Like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, right.
Like
yeah.
when you get Chinese food and 3 drunk dudes come there and they all have forks in their hands and drop it off. That's weird.
There's sauce on the delivery guy's face.
Everybody's eating
comment,
sheep
no
nuts.
comment.
I was furious, and like, what are you gonna do? It's just, you got to take that one on the chin.
Yeah,
But then it was after I already tipped him, I already gave him the 5-star review, and Laney was like, "Go back." I was like, "It's a done deal, dude. We got
you're
beat
not
up."
getting involved with
Yeah,
that.
this fucking Kit Kat.
Well played, sir.
yeah,
You won one.
You won it.
today.
Yeah, you charged me $28 and gave fucking 25% tip and a
Shorted
Kit
me
Kat.
Kit Kats, you piece of
Yeah,
shit.
what a fucked up move that is. If someone's Uber Eats and cheats, they're high as fuck.
Yeah.
They need everything in that bag.
They were going there anyway. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I forgot Kit Kats. And so
It's
you
like-
ate yours.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, guy, I need the Kit Kat.
Yeah, did he look? Now let's just. Did he look like the type of guy that would eat your Kit Kat?
She said, yeah.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
weird thing is, it was a guy dropping it off, but it was a girl on the app.
Oh,
There's all kinds of. I think this guy got a big Kit Kat ring going, where he's just stealing people's candy bars and probably like reselling
Selling
them.
on
yeah,
eBay.
yeah, selling Kit Kats for fucking double the price.
You know what I don't like, and now you're saying like the Uber Eats. I don't like. Here's the 2 things I don't like. Whenever 2 people show up and deliver my
When they're
food.
when they're powing around and driving around like
And
boyfriend girlfriend,
when-
hey, what,
when-
yeah, one always has their shoes off.
Right.
Get your shoes on.
But
Put 'em
why is
on-
there a pillow in your car?
And
Right.
the other, when they pick me up, whenever like I would Uber when I first like started coming around, I didn't have a car, and I would Uber everywhere, and the tandem would come back and pick me up. I'd be like, I don't like this. I don't like being in a car. Both you kids are fighting. I feel the tension in the air. I don't like
It
it.
smells like meth in here.
Like, yeah.
You obviously haven't washed your hair
Yeah.
in weeks.
Right, it's just it smells like dirtball sex in here.
I
Like,
feel like the tandem Uber you don't see nearly as much as you did when it first started, but you do see the tandem Uber Eats like a lot. And like I said, one of them always has their shoes off.
Gross.
They're always drinking like Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
Bunch
You
of
know,
hippies.
Yeah, I seen
I
a
can-
funny tweet today.
I can-
Fucking this dude was like, "Is this motherfucker in Uber Eats just dropped my food off? He was chewing as he gave me his bag. He was just chewing on his food as he handed him the shit. Like, dude,
Like,
fuck.
dude, them fries are bomb.
Yeah.
the
You
same
didn't get no cheese.
the same
Cheap
dude.
piece of shit.
The same dudes that are driving around tandem Uber Eats are the same dudes that share a Facebook account with their lady.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
I always think that like, how are you guys breaking? Are you just like are you driving around with them for like joyride and having fun, or are you guys breaking up this money? Because I can't
No,
imagine there's too much money to be broken up.
No,
Yeah.
100%. It's one. They're living at one of their parents' basements, and then they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and work. The other one's like, oh, I'll come with you to work today to make it seem like they're doing something. They're driving around doing drugs, hoping to get a tip so they can buy more drugs.
Stealing Kit Kats.
And-
And they're like, I worked with you all week, honey.
Well, the chick don't, or the partner don't trust each other because they're like, as soon as you get that tip, you're going to get high, so you're not getting high without me. So that's what it is.
That seems yeah.
That actually
that's-
makes a
that
ton
makes
of
perfect
sense right now.
Right, it does. It's like, oh my god, he just got a $12 tip. I know you're going to buy drugs. I'm with you. I'm getting some of these drugs, and it's like she's in there and she's dope sick, and it's just a nightmare.
They
you know?
always have their shoes off and they're always drinking Pepsi.
It's the
Vicious
same
cycle.
shit they do in rehab too, dude.
But no shoes, no
Dude.
Pepsi, no service.
No, there are people like walking around with no shoes on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you all just living under a bridge. Put some.
Yeah, when we talking about that on an airplane, that's
Yeah,
gross.
cover up
dude,
your
yeah.
dogs.
Nobody wants to
I'd
see
rather
that.
see your dogs on an airplane than next to my fucking Taco Bell
Right,
or whatever. Like fucking
My
cover it up.
Emiliano smells
Yeah.
like fungus now.
Imagine like doing group therapy and they take their shoes off.
Ah!
I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's been a hard 15 years. I just look over and this dude's fucking. You know what I mean?
His hangnails looking
Yes.
back at you.
I'm like, damn.
Toenails
cuz.
3 inches
His,
thick.
his Vulcan claws. I'm like, dude, come on, dog.
Yeah, he's not getting petties.
No, dude.
Dude, speaking of the treadmill, I was I had COVID back in December. I still can't smell anything like at all, pretty much. Like very rarely can I'll smell something. I'm like, ooh, that's something. You know what I mean? It got to be like something like potent, like weed,
Garlic.
like yeah, something like really
Gas.
some like yeah. I don't know. It's hard to describe what I can and can't smell, and it's nowhere near back to being what it was. So I was farting on the treadmill the other day, like a lot. And like I'm like thinking, I just let him
Oh,
rip.
the dude was clean.
No, this is a different time. I work out a lot, you know. I'm a fit guy, so. But so I'm like letting these farts rip, And I'm not even thinking about it because like I can't smell them, and they're like usually like if they come out a little with some heat on it, it's gonna be a stinker. But like so I'm like letting these farts rip, and I'm just like running minding my business, and I'm like looking around, and I could like I was like, oh my, I think they smell. I think I'm blowing out this whole LA Fitness, and everybody knows it's me because this one, the Bakery Square, it is upstairs, and it's in like a smaller like space, and like I see people just like looking around. And I mean, I just
backing away from
I just kept my head down and
you
kept
should have
running.
walked away too. Like you smelled like that's gross. I don't know which of these sick bastards did that.
But I'm assuming it was bad. But like, what do you like? That's a tough spot to be in. Like, what am I just?
Like,
what
I don't
do you
smell
do?
nothing, dude.
I don't smell anything. So like, it usually I'd try to I'd tighten up them cheeks and like reverse that back up into the old colon.
You just sucked it in. You're just sucking your farts.
He just did a line of farts.
But I mean, this when you don't smell it, you just don't. And it's been a long time since I haven't smelled it, so you just it doesn't cross my mind that I'm blowing out places. But I'm pretty sure I blew up LA Fitness the other day.
That's what they might have had. Like, if you see this guy clean up around this, he left like blew out his britches.
Two totally different LA Fitness.
I know, but they
you think they sent a fax?
You're in the system.
You got a picture. Your picture's on the wall.
If you see
the
a guy,
cleaning was before the farts were after the cleaning.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
It was a preemptive strike.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, geez, oh man. I got to be more careful about just farting all over the place.
You lay a warm fart, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, I mean, if there's heat on it, it's going to be no good.
Yeah, dude, I almost literally, when I first started dating Addie, I had a fart so bad. Oh, I had a fart so fucking bad the one time, and like I didn't want to fart in front of her. Like I held the fart in and like started getting stomach pain.
You sucked it back in.
And then I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom, and like it was like we were like about to get weird, and I'm like, dude, if I take a shit, I got to take a shower. Like, this is a weird situation. It's like I didn't know what to do, so like I just like went outside and farted. Like I just walked out of the house, like left for like 3 minutes, and she like was like, "What were you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I was smoking a cigarette." She's like, "You don't even smoke, do you?" I was like, "I needed one, I'm like,
it's always like a weird time where you like, when do you introduce farts and shits?
When is it okay?
When is it okay? How far in are they?
I'm still, dude. I'm not.
You don't fart in front of her?
I fart in front of her, but it's not like we don't bring up the shit word. Like I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about her ever. In my mind, I'm like, you never do keep. I'd rather keep it that way. Why poison the well? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
She knows. I mean, like we have 2 separate bathrooms.
That's huge.
Right.
We do not currently.
So I can just go to the bathroom. I gotta go get clothes downstairs, drop a deuce. Clean
have
up.
A little jerk maybe.
Yeah, come on upstairs and act like nothing happened. She can go upstairs, but I gotta wash my hair, and she might be taking a steamer.
Right, and that's the best thing.
But I don't check
separate but equal.
But I don't. But I'll never do reconnaissance like to find out. It's like the find out.
You'd be crazy to do
that.
Yeah,
it'd be like a Santa Claus reel. Like no, I just keep thinking she doesn't shit, and it's like.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Michael.
Right.
You keep your business upstairs. I'll keep my business downstairs. And guess what? World keeps on spinning.
Do you shit with the door? I mean, you.
No.
Okay. I was
no,
that's like 20 years in. Yeah. You're like when you're like shitting and you're like talking through the door.
But the bathroom it's a small bathroom, and it's in the middle of everything.
You taking a shit while she's brushing her teeth or anything?
No. That's gross. I mean, you don't ever have to do that. I don't think. That's
No, I'm saying though, if you only have one bathroom and you both got to go to work,
that's one thing we're lucky about. Like we're on 2 like pretty different. Like it's not like we both have like a 9 to 5 where we have to get up and like get out of the house at the same time.
Yeah, you're not like racing out the door.
Right.
But the first thing I did, I was like, I need my own bathroom. I don't want to know what you do up here, and I don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? If they're like toes clog, call me. Other than that, I'm gonna just be in my little zone, and it's great.
When we buy a house, like I'm pretty much gonna like build a separate apartment.
You have to.
Yeah,
you have to
for sure.
Like a little place, like we can play your video games and
or you could just do your betting. That's what I do. There, I go down to my basement, I sit in the chair, I burn a doobie, and I put my bets in, and it's like my little place.
Yeah, give me. Give me. And she completely, and she doesn't want to see my shit everywhere either. Right? Yeah,
no.
like
she's seen it long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Let's just keep this separate. Dude, we got to talk about the Danbury Trashers.
Is that where we're going right now?
Yeah.
This is a story that warms my heart. Go ahead.
Jimmy Galante and his son AJ. Jimmy Galante is apparently based off. Tony Superior was based off Jimmy Galante.
Yeah.
He's a New Jersey trash guy, owned 56 garbage trucks, made a shit ton of money, had a son named AJ, whole 9 yards. Had a picture from James Gandolfini to the real Tony Soprano signed in his office.
Yeah.
So he was Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
And his son was 16 or 17, blew out his knee playing hockey. He was a senior in high school. By the tape of his hockey skills, the guy was no Mario Lemieux, you know what I mean? It was going to end there anyhow. But they had so much money, he felt so bad for him that he bought his son, what is it, EHL,
No,
UHL hockey team?
Which is one division below NHL.
It's a legit hockey
You're a
league.
professional.
Yeah,
Right.
it's guys that were in the NHL. The guys are going to the NHL.
Yeah.
Guys get bumped down from the
There's
NHL.
like 3 or 4 of those leagues that they're like
Right.
farm team type.
But this is like the main farm team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he buys
I
them.
didn't see this.
What is it? Crime and Penalties. It's called on Netflix.
It's a series called Untold,
Yeah.
and then it's called Crime and Penalty. So if you're listening to this now, you haven't seen it, please go watch it. But we're going to explain more. Go ahead, Jay.
So he buys them the UHL team, and it's just one great moment after another,
they name-
after another. Yeah, so he was a trash guy. They named the team the Danbury Trashers, and the fucking mascot was a trash can with like a shooting a slap shot.
Who was a gangster?
It was who was also like a hitman.
So the dude was the dude who his name was Scrappy, and like we was Scrappy, like the mascot. But in real life, he was like one of this dude's like right hand people, and he was like an enforcer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so he was like an enforcer by day, and nighttime he was Scrappy the trash
He
can.
moonlight as a mascot.
Oh, dude.
So they he makes AJ, who was 17 at the time, the GM, president, the owner of the Danbury Trashers. So AJ has to put a squad together. His first move is to get Wayne Gretzky's brother. I think his name was like Barry Gretzky.
Brett Gretzky.
Brett Gretzky. And they have a press conference. And AJ, who he's drawing a ton of attention because he's a senior in high school and he's getting fucking and he owns this team. So ESPN's covering it at this point. Like it's a major fucking story.
National coverage.
National coverage.
Wait, what like time frame was this? 90s?
2004.
Yeah.
Okay.
This kid AJ, he dressed like we did in 2024.
Exactly.
He acted like we did in 2004.
So he was awesome.
Yeah, he was. What a gem. You know what I mean? Like fucking a Nietzsche gear. Everything's giant.
He's rocking the Pelly Pels.
Pelly Pels, fucking Johnny Blaze. Everything's 4 sizes.
Velour suits.
Yeah, 4 size. Temple fade.
still got
The
a
whole
velour.
9. The whole 9 yards, dude. So they have a press conference. He introduces. He was like, and as our first player of our team, the best to ever do it, and he's just like Gretzky, and he just kept saying like not the great one, like the next, but the next best thing. Like, dude, it was just so many good things. He fucking got this other dude to be like the enforcer. So their thing was like, we're gonna fight everybody. That's how we're gonna get our name out there. We're gonna beat the fuck out of everybody. So Jimmy has a cell phone, calls down to the bench. It's the first game.
Let me tell this one part real quick.
Go ahead.
But the dude that they draft, so he ends up like the son's like, man, I need help. So he gets his middle school coach to come help. Who like this middle school coach? They show videotape when he was coaching the kids. He was like throwing them into the boards, fucking them
Checking
up.
the shit out
And
of them.
they would ask him like, "What happened?" The coach was like, "Cocaine is a hell of a drug."
Yeah, they were like they said you used to check and spray the kids and hit them with their stick. He was like, yeah, man, cocaine's a hell of a drug. And this dude was so happy to be on Netflix. You could just tell he's just so full of shit.
To be tied in with Jimmy Galante, like this big mobster. This guy wanted to be a mobster so bad, and you end up finding out the whole series. You're waiting to think that he does something terrible or something. He had all the glasses, the shaved bald head,
smoking a cigar
with the open T-shirt. He was the fucking equipment manager on the hockey team. But their first guy that they end up picking up after Gretzky was this dude Brad Wingfield, I think, or
Wingnut or something. Wingnut,
and he was. They had a mugshot of him. He was just got out of prison a week or two before for beating up 6 guards. So they're like, this is our guy.
We need to get this guy.
And
he's a great pickup.
Now go ahead and tell the story.
Yeah, it's the first game, and Jimmy calls down he sets the tone we're gonna fuck people up. He gets this another enforcer. They were just grabbing dudes
Nigerian Nightmare.
The Nigerian Nightmare, yeah.
Christian Okoye.
No,
So-
this dude from Nigeria. He was the best. I don't want to ruin it, good, Jay.
So Jimmy has a phone on the bench, and he's up on the box. Him and AJ are in this private box shit, just real, and it was so perfect. and he calls down to the bench. He talks to Wingnut, and he's like, as soon as the puck drops, I want you to beat the fuck out of somebody. And fucking like puts the hit out on this dude. The puck drops, pandemonium. He starts pounding this fucking dude's fucking head off. And it was one crazy fucking story after another.
That was like, that was totally insane. But the fans were fucking
Section 102.
Section 102. The people love this, and people like you start like seeing like people start like talking about it. They start revealing more and more players, and they're like, well, how did you get paid? And they're like, well, he would offer us this much money, but then like almost the whole team was on the payroll for the garbage company, and anytime they got into a fight or like game-winning goal, anything like that, there was extra money added on. So like these dudes they housed them in a fucking lakeside mansion. Like this is a minor league hockey
team. They should be making like $500 a week,
right?
And these dudes,
you need to like stock shelves.
They're making like quadruple what these dudes loved playing for them.
And it was illegal what they was, but you know.
Yeah, I mean there was a salary cap.
That's why they made a Netflix special.
Dude made a game-winning goal. He just dropped threw 10 grand on his feet. Like, there you go, buddy. Good game.
Go.
Fucking,
Jesus Christ.
They got so the Devils won the cup that year or the year before that, and the NHL goes on strike.
Yeah,
and it's like so the NHL goes on strike. UHL's still playing, and they're like, dude, we need to get Mike Rupp hit the game-winning goal for the New Jersey Devils the year before.
Yeah.
AJ was there. AJ fucking gets Mike. Mike Rupp said Mike Rupp is legit NHL player.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Right.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
He's retired now.
So Mike Rupp said he got a call, and his agent was like, "Hey, there's this UHL team in Danbury. They want to pay you with like a duffel bag full of cash." And Rupp was like, "I mean, okay."
Yeah, of course. I mean,
they paid Rupp.
He played for the Pens.
A crazy amount of money. And fucking, I mean, I'm forgetting stories here.
Oh yeah, so like before that, like what had happened was the dude Wingnut got like taken out in a game. Like and that was like the big thing that led to them getting Rupp. Wingnut got like his leg broken in a game. It was terrible. The Nigerian Nightmare dude they had went on a rampage. So you had Wingnut who's out. The doctor says forever, but he wasn't. And then the Nigerian Nightmare, they called the Nigerian Nightmare on on that phone again, like, you know what you need to do. And the Nigerian Nightmare went out there and just started ripping people's fucking.
The whole game.
And the dude, the commissioner of the league was like, I'm not going to tolerate this, but it just got worse and worse. And they said there was like, I think the game where the dude got hurt, there was 11 fights.
So the commissioner hated these guys at first because like, they were just fucking causing major problems. But then like they were getting like ESPN coverage and shit like that.
He's like, keep it up.
Completely on board. End up fucking loving them. It's just
money changes your mind.
And the whole time like the FBI is like coming to the games and like doing recon to arrest Jimmy and shit like that. And he did finally get arrested, but it was just they almost won the UHL.
They lost in the finals.
But I'm forgetting things.
So
it's just one.
I'm gonna go watch.
Yeah, watch.
What is it like? Multiple episodes? Or
No,
it's just one.
Okay.
It's about an hour and a half, and it's action packed.
The dude, and then back to the dude AJ, like the kind of life he had growing up. So his dad, it's like his 10th birthday party. His dad's like, all right, you know, there's like kids that are having fun. They like videotape so much. They like videotaped everything. They're videotaping his 10th birthday party. So this would have been 2014, or no, this would have been like 2000. Or no, probably 1994.
Yeah, it was young.
95, 96,
Right.
whatever it was. At his birthday, The fucking Rock, if you know wrestling, everyone in the world knows The Rock, but it was The Rock, Triple H, China,
Shawn Michaels
all show up to this fucking kid's birthday.
And
That's
his
a
dad just said to him,
star-studded
like, hey, there's going to be a couple wrestlers, like, stopping by. And, like, the kids were like, what the biggest wrestlers in the world are here?
Right.
So, like, what did Vince McMahon owe old Jimmy go on to?
A favor.
Yeah.
One hell of a fucking
one major
favor.
Old Vince got himself in something he couldn't get him out of.
Right.
And he's like, all right, man, we'll figure it out. Just, like, send The Rock by with that Shawn Michaels and that China broad, and we'll be good to go.
And if you watch the story, like it has everything that a great movie could have. It's like a little bit of the Mighty Ducks. They reflect on.
Yeah, he was like, and I just loved wrestling, and I loved the Mighty Ducks, and that's how I put this team together.
Yeah,
and that's how he did. But like, it fucking worked. And don't get me wrong, he had advantage of a ton of money and his dad backing him.
Yeah.
But it was still his ideas, and like him, like he got this whole city behind him. Like they had
Where's Danbury?
Jersey.
Okay.
yeah.
So they fucking
No, Connecticut.
Yeah, sorry. So they had like a reunion of like the crazy Section 102 people. And like these people were like crying at the end because they haven't seen each other. It was only 1 year because Jimmy got arrested at the end.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, of course. But like fucking, it was a hell of a year, dude.
One of the
Insane.
things is like definitely he could either be from down the run in Greenfield or down below the tracks, but he was a 102 section guy, and he was like, I love the Trashers so much, I'm getting buried in my Trashers jersey. Look, and in his will,
serious.
he's getting buried in his Trashers jersey. His girlfriend's like this awesome, like she has a disability, but she's in a wheelchair, but she ended up becoming a goalie in like the Paralegic League. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it was just fucking. If you watch this, you're gonna like fall in love with this dude, Jimmy Galante. You're like, dude, I wish he was my fucking dad. And the dude AJ comes off like you're like, this dude's a fucking goof. But as you watch it, you're like, nah, this dude's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he comes off as a goof at first, and then you're just like, oh man, this dude's kind of like me. Fuck.
Yeah,
When he came out with the Anichi on and the gold chain.
and like, dude, like just the way it all wraps around, and then like the commissioner of the league ends up getting called in by the FBI, and all they needed him to say, and like you end up, I read a little bit about this. If the commissioner of the league would have said that Jimmy Galante was intimidating him, they could have added another 7 years onto his sentence for like doing that. The commissioner of the league would not bend. He was like, he's a stand-up guy.
He would have got killed.
And no, it wasn't.
Yeah, shit was falling. He probably would have been all right because shit was hitting the fan at that point.
Okay.
But he was like, he's just a good guy. He's always been nice to me. He just told the truth. You know what I mean? And it was just, it's a crazy documentary.
And that dude, Jimmy Galante, says like, dude, the people that I thought were going to stand by me didn't, and the least people that I thought would never do anything for me was like, then they told the story of the commissioner of the league, like he didn't narc on him, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's untold crime and punishment. I promise you, watch this. It's my new favorite documentary.
Yeah, we just told you a lot about it, but nothing's ruined.
Well, yeah, you could still watch it 10 more times and get 10 different other things. Yeah, we didn't tell you. You understand what's going on, but I think the writing's on the wall when you fucking start the thing. You're like, you kind of see where it's going to go, but to see how it got there, it's such an amazing story. Such an amazing story. Well, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have more Greenfield's sFinestPodcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Podcast, Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield sFinestPodcast. I'm about to throw out the Moneyline Welsh to see who's corn dick of the week. Moneyline, who be corn dicking this week?
We got a viral video of a wedding. There was a wedding. I don't know where it was at, but this couple or wedding partners, not necessarily a couple because you're in a wedding together. A wedding partner is getting announced. You know, when the beginning of the wedding, like, hey, now noticing the bride, not even the bride and groom, just the wedding party. And you know everybody does like a stupid little dance when they come out. It's fucking very awkward most of the time.
Yeah, so staged. Very awkward.
Very just uncomfortable for everybody. So these people come out and they run out and the girl jumps on the guy, tries to ride him like a bull. He drops her on her fucking head. You see it literally all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when are we going to stop?
I was going to say, when are you going to learn?
When is just this? Shouldn't be a thing.
No.
I'm saying, I'm asking you guys, do you think we should get rid of like wedding entrances for the wedding party?
1,000,000%. The wedding entrances have nothing to do with it, and it's just a little way for everyone to get a little bit of the day. Let the bride and groom have the day. Stop doing these because it never works out good. No one's like, dude, tell me the last time, and this is for our listeners too. You can like write in, be like, you were at a wedding, you seen the groomsmen and the bridesmaids come out, and it was awesome.
You'd be like, oh my god, that was so. You'll get like, oh man, the dude had a really good speech, or the girl had a really good speech. I mean, everyone knows the girls never have a really good speech, but I've been there. Yeah. We went over there before.
I promised I wasn't gonna cry.
Yeah.
Saying this.
You remember we used to cheerlead?
Or they'll have like, remember that, and it's like an inside joke, and everybody's like, dude, like, can you open the fucking bar back up?
Yeah.
You're reading off your cell phone. It's on 7%. Let's land the fucking plane here, dude.
Remember Candy Cane? Remember King?
Sorry, inside joke with us girls.
We did Poison together. That's a what?
What the fuck is that? I like that thing. We did Poison.
Is Poison's like a competitive cheerleading team in Pittsburgh?
Oh, okay.
You know, like,
I thought you meant like a drug.
That's what I thought, like drugs.
No, it's a competitive cheerleading school, like Poison and Fire and Ice. We did Fire and Ice together. We used to throw each other. Shut the fuck up, Sarah.
But yeah,
these like you said, no one's ever been like, oh man, these dudes are so funny, they killed it. Like I think I've done like some decent ones, but like, what can you like really do? Like we went skins for Katarina's wedding.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
But we did it as like everybody that got like announced took
had a
off
different piece.
Had a different piece of clothing missing until like the end, where like I think I was the last one or Eddie was the last one. We were like completely skinned. So like Guido came out with his tie off. Then the next dude came out with his shirt unbuttoned, and I think I just came out with like my vest on.
Yeah, after you had a vest,
yeah,
Eddie
came out like completely skins, and like Jackie's family hated it. Like, Jackie hated it.
It worked.
We asked permission, but like it wasn't like it was way too long. Then we had to like go like put all of like our clothes back on. Yeah. Then her dad was like trying to give like a speech. Like I'm pretty sure her parents still aren't thrilled about that. You know? I mean, imagine that. Like you fucking spend all this money on this wedding, and like now these assholes are like taking their clothes off.
Now 5 guys have no shirts on.
I mean, in our defense, it's sometimes in these weddings, there's just too much time in between like the pictures and like the start of the show.
That's the thing.
Drinking.
Like, don't get drunk between a church and the reception. Like, what else am I doing? I gotta go take pictures for 2 hours.
Yeah, idle time is the devil's playground, and when you give a bunch of grown-ups who are ready to cut loose 2 hours, I mean,
it was more than that, dude. I bet it was like 3.
A lot of finger banging and drinking and doing
it
all.
What.
Yeah,
I mean,
poison, a lot of poison,
zigzags and bam bams and disco biscuits.
I've done the Dirty Dancing time of our life before. You know, what I mean, I've done that one. I feel like everyone's doing that. Yeah, that got a decent reaction. DC's wedding, I was fucking best man, me and Jordy, and like I couldn't come up with any. Like I had to do a speech, I had to do a ton of. I was the best man. I had a ton of shit going on. It honestly didn't cross my mind until we were like lining up. So I just picked up Jordy and started running with her like full fucking. I picked her up like she was a stuffed animal and started sprinting with her, dude. And like if I would have fell with her, I probably would have like broke her neck, my neck, everybody's neck. It worked out. People were like, "Oh my god!" But like in reality, like that could have been a disaster.
It was dangerous.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I feel you just reserve that for the bride and groom. Let them.
That's what I mean.
Be dangerous on your own time. You know what I mean?
Sure. It's stupid.
Everybody else, meet me at the table.
What if you come?
There's so many things at weddings you can cut out.
Yeah. That's one. Imagine if you go out there, say like the bride and groom are a little bit more reserved. Let's say like you're the best man. You're
well, you got to know who you're dealing with,
You can't
too.
show them up.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So like you're like a bit of a cut up. You go up there and you nail this grabbing Jordy thing, spinning around. People are like, "Oh, that was fucking awesome." Now you've set the bar so high.
Yeah, then you got a dud like DC, who's not going to be able to come up with anything. He's never done anything funny in his life.
No, he's gonna come out and smile. You know what I mean?
He's probably going to give
a couple Jersey Shore
couple
fist
thumbs
bumps.
up.
Thanks for going, and wave his hands and like, wow, dude, you suck.
Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, bring Jack back up, and
Yeah.
you just ruined his whole wedding.
Thanks a lot.
It doesn't seem necessary to me. Get it out of here.
Right.
And anytime anybody jumps on anybody, they drop them like 95% of the time.
Yeah, you've been drinking for 2 hours. Of course
Sure.
you drop them.
And then like even like when they do like the fake handshakes, or they fucking do like they like shotgun a beer or like ice somebody. Like, dude, I'm gonna kill myself.
You know what?
To keep watching
the
this.
one I've seen the most is like the moonwalk. Like not
Moon-
everybody
yeah.
can do the moonwalk.
Yeah.
okay?
Most people can't.
Like I can see your feet lifting off the ground.
Yeah, you stink at
You're
the
just
moonwalk.
walking
You
backwards.
Stink at the robot.
You're just walking backwards, hun.
Yeah.
No one wants to see you flip.
Yeah.
And if you could flip.
I mean, we were in Poison together.
Yeah. Fire and ice.
Yeah.
Stupid ass idiots. Speaking of stupid idiots, fucking guy climbing on a hot metal ridge yesterday. He was climbing along the supports. Found himself stuck underneath the bridge and thought like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I might fall in. Decides to call the police. This is all coming from the Pittsburgh Scanner on Twitter. Whoever you are, phenomenal job.
All right. Let me ask you right now: if you were the cop responding, what would you do?
They're gonna tell you that people were like answering like, "Go ahead, Jack."
Oh, no, that's all I got.
Oh, I would leave that motherfucker up there.
That's. I mean, like, what do you?
Fuck
Hey,
you,
idiot, they said
asshole.
the fireboat came. Like fucking
Christ.
everything. They gotta use something for that fucking stupid fireboat. That thing was like
Right,
fucking
but
$2
he
million.
has to pay for that. Like anytime you do anything like that, and all these people respond, like you get fined for that.
But
Fine. Yeah.
Here's the thing with that though. If you're the guy climbing on the bridge, you're probably in a position in life where you can't afford that fine.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Oh, absolutely. But if I was a cop, I'd be like, no, dude.
I'm certainly not climbing underneath the bridge to get this idiot.
I'm not even getting my boat out.
Like,
I'm
dude,
coming from the top with a
yeah,
loudspeaker, like, hey, dude.
Yeah, pencil
Bad
dive.
decision, huh?
Yeah.
See ya.
I seriously think I would tell him to pencil dive. Like, pencil dive down here and I'll scoop you out of the river.
Yeah, look
But, like,
out for
that's
tree
it.
trunks.
You're going to be, don't jump into a log, you fucking idiot.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. And you're going straight to Western Psych.
That's like,
He
did you
probably
guys?
went down there to, like, graffiti something or some weird-ass shit
Mook.
like that.
He might
It might have been Mook.
Chill out, Mook.
Dude, Mook took a major fallback in the early 2000s.
Good
Did he
for him.
really?
Oh, yeah, he wrote his name on everything and they caught him.
Yeah, he got caught multiple
I
times.
met
Yeah.
Mook in the joint.
Oh,
That
really?
was 2001.
Oh,
when
yeah,
Mook
right.
When Mook got busted, and I remember like they hit Mook. They threw the fucking book at him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
they
that.
did. But they kind of had to like set examples.
Yeah.
Dudes were spray painting everything
He
back
was
then.
doing like some weird places. You're like, how the fuck did he get up
He
there?
was getting like on bridges. He was getting like the points. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the points.
Yeah,
like,
the 10th Street, he was all the way up.
I'm
yeah, like the
dude,
very, and it was both sides.
Yeah,
Like, guys, you got
Fuzz
huge.
from Hazelwood, he got his name out there too. Fuzz was doing the
yeah,
same
Fuzz
shit.
was another
yeah.
one.
I don't know. It's just like, what are you climbing a bridge for, guys? Let's get off the fucking bridge.
It's-
I didn't even fuck. Did you guys back in the day? Did you fuck around with like catwalks? Remember, like dude
Down
used to
the
go down the
run.
run, used to go on the catwalk underneath the bridge. I think I started to one day, and like something told me, I pretended like I couldn't pull myself up there or something. Like, I can't get up
Everybody
there.
did, and I was like,
I mean, no, I could
yeah.
definitely see myself blowing off this fucking thing.
Yeah,
the catwalk underneath
not a
the bridge
heights
down
guy.
the run was just like a catwalk that just went across like pretty much underneath the
Parkway.
Parkway.
It was
Yeah.
the Parkway.
And dudes used to go up there and fuck around, like drink and throw shit off it, and fucking it was so high.
It was so.
It was and only thing under you was basketball courts and concrete.
Yeah, I remember being down there, same position as you, and I remember like, oh, I'm too drunk to go up there. I was like 7. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been drinking too much. I'm like, dude, there was like no part of me that wanted anything to do with it. I would fake like I was gonna do it. Like I'll go over and I would get like 2 or 3 rungs up that ladder, and I'd be like, oh, dude, I gotta get home. Like, dude, I'd make up anything. Like,
People would be like, oh, let's do it. I'm like,
I
hey,
just
I'm gonna
didn't-
go roll a joint.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that kind of like. I'm not like terrified of heights, but I'm terrified of like the free hanging heights like that. Like I don't want to be like unless I'm like harnessed in or something. Like I don't want to be.
First of all, dude, that's like so noisy. You hear every fucking car. It's like you're
Rattling.
walking into a wind tunnel.
You've
and then
been
you're
up
gonna
there?
Climb, fuck no, I ain't go up there. I'm just saying, I've been down to run.
Yeah.
People want to go up there. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I was pretty smart about keeping myself out of really dangerous situations.
I've done
when I
dumb
was young.
shit,
I've
but
done.
that's-
Don't get me wrong. I got in cars I shouldn't have. I've done definitely done dumb shit. But like when it came to shit like that, like I like when dudes used to like fuck around with guns and shit
I
like
feel
that.
like it's
I
an
would never
after
do that.
school
Get the fuck
special.
out of
I
there.
feel like I'm an after school special. Like when dudes would play with guns, or you climb up here, let's do this. Like, you know what, dude? This I've seen this before, and it doesn't end good for anybody.
I'll never forget. Like Davis called me a pussy for not going up her, and then they were like, "You're not up here either."
Yeah.
He's down there yelling at you.
Yeah, he's on the ground calling you a pussy.
He was on the ground hanging on the like he acted like he was waiting for me. I'm like, dude, I'm not going up there. And he was like, dude, come on up here, you pussy. Like, Davis, you're a fucking pussy. You didn't come up here. He was like, I'm trying to get him to come up. Come on, dude. Everyone's gonna make fun of you. Just come on up. Come on. And I'm like, dude, go ahead up. And he was like, fuck, if you're not
I'll
going
sit
up,
down there
I'm
with
not.
you.
Yeah, he's like, you'll be down there by yourself, you pushy.
I'll stay here with you.
I feel like there was always like I was up there on Wednesday. Like I'm not going back up there today. Why don't you go up there? Like I'm not going up there ever. Ever I'm not going up there. Like scratch just go. I won't come to the run ever again. I don't like it down here too much. You know? I would stay up in McGee.
Like I got this 40 to finish.
Yeah.
I remember Ray Colas and like Denny Skranchek would go up there.
He played up there.
Yeah.
Him and like the dudes from the run. They literally like they would play like they would play like release up there. Fucking nuts. No fucking way.
Oh man.
Another corn dick here. Teacher flips out on a kid, calls him a piece of shit for wearing his mask underneath his nose, and he told him he was going to call the cops on him. So this kid secretly recording it, holding his phone like down here. You don't really see the teacher, but you hear him like yelling. And he was like, "You're a piece of shit. Like, pull your mask up, blah, blah, blah. I'll call the cops on you." Like, it's literally yelling at this kid like a crazy person for wearing his mask underneath his nose. One, could you imagine if we had to wear a mask at Alderdice, the pandemonium, like the fight? You wouldn't be able to get any schoolwork done because every fucking 5 minutes, a teacher would be arguing with somebody about their fucking mask.
Every 5 minutes.
Dude, we couldn't get people to, like...
You couldn't get people to go to class to begin with.
That's what I mean. You couldn't get people to sit down and act like normal human beings.
At all.
Wear a mask and be normal?
Yeah, now you're just giving like fucking... How many kids were in Alderdice? 1,000?
More than that, 1,200.
1,200?
You couldn't get kids to not smoke cigarettes and weed in the bathroom.
And now you got... and now, like, it's just an excuse... Like, now it's just another thing you got to try to get them to do. It'd be fucking
nonsense.
Nuts. So maybe this teacher just hit his wit's end and fucking went crazy on this one kid, but it sounded like it got a little like, you know, it was weird. You know what I mean? The teacher did not come off well in this video. And my question to you is, if a teacher calls your kid a piece of shit like that and fucking says he's going to call the cops on him, should you be allowed to beat the fuck out of that teacher?
I mean,
calling a kid a piece of shit.
All right, so I got daughters, so this is a completely different story. I don't know if it was a boy that took this video or whatever. My kids are in first grade. I don't see that happening, but say like, you know, middle school, high school, and a teacher calls my kids pieces of shit for some dumb shit like that. I don't care if I'm allowed or not. I'm beating the fuck out of you.
At first,
like, I'm waiting for you after school. Like you're waiting to get off the bus and be like 3:00, me and you. Like,
at first, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, what did they do?
Right, if they're being pieces of shit, I get it.
Yeah, if they did some fucking crazy shit. Okay, like sure, I'll beat the like. Now I'm beating the fuck out.
Right,
of
right. I'll handle that.
Call my kid a piece of shit like that.
No,
like, that ain't gonna fly.
I mean, dude, and here's the thing.
If my mom heard a teacher call me a piece of shit, she would have killed him.
You have to.
And here's the thing is, back when we were, I feel like now, maybe I could be wrong. I haven't been in school in a long time, but I feel like we were probably so much worse than the kids are now. And like a real reality check would have been for that teacher to try to teach metal shop at Alderdice 25 years ago. And he would have seen what a piece of shit. He would see some real piece of shit.
Look like.
No, you have 8 periods of pieces of shit.
I don't know.
That's what he should get. You should have to teach in a fucking...
Yeah, it's teaching inner city school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure this teacher's probably going to get fired or suspended, whatever. Which
the gavel's coming
that's
down.
the thing, though, with the teachers union is so strong. Like, he won't get fired. He'll get
like
suspended.
They're like the diocese. They'll shift you around.
Right. Yeah, call someone else a piece of shit.
Don't get me started on the diocese. We'll be here for fucking 3 hours. My mom will have a heart attack.
My mom doesn't let me talk about it.
My mom gets mad when I start talking shit on the diocese.
I start rambling.
I was like, dude, I have a whole entire crazy rant in my head that's like ready to argument like against the diocese at any time, and I'll start that shit and she'll just shoot me a look.
My mom gets so
like,
pissed.
Dude, all right, I'll lay off the diocese today, but then I'll be like, but do you know what they did here? And she's like, dude, like enough.
I didn't realize you had the same. My mother the same way, dude. As soon as I started talking, she's like, you know what? You shut your goddamn mouth. You just said God's name in vain, Mom.
Yep. Yeah, don't get us started. We'll turn this into an anti-diocese fucking podcast.
Quickly.
Maybe we'll start getting the clicks that we deserve. That'd be great if we got beef with the diocese. That would really shoot some numbers up.
Oh God.
I can't imagine there's a kid that went to Catholic grade school that's pro. I'm not even saying any weird shit happened to us at all, but that's pro diocese. Like, oh man, that diocese, they really knew what they were doing in the 90s and the early 2000s.
My main dude, we like didn't even get the worst of it. Like, I know, like, just from. And my mom's like a church. She's not a church going person, but she's like, she got love for St. Rose.
Yeah, it's instilled with it's something like in their
DNA.
In their DNA, it was just, and they tried to like pass it on to us, and it didn't take like it did because too much shit. The diocese just fucking got crazy.
Well, dude, my main thing was that I didn't like what they did to people, and we didn't really have to go through this too much, but it was when my mom and them were younger, and like they had a donation letter, and if you didn't make your weekly donation, they put out a newsletter and included the families in it that did.
Dude, it's the evil empire.
That's called bullying. Nowadays.
I mean, dude, and like to me, I'm like, I've experienced some shit. No, I shouldn't say shit, but I've experienced some things like with like Christianity where like it was really loving and caring, and it wasn't like, it didn't represent any of that. There was like people like took me in, like when I was in a homeless shelter, it was like a Christian based thing. It was a great program, but like, dude, I was like, dude, this is not like the way I grew up. You know what I mean? Like it's
it did. Yeah, it's like I said, we could really.
I don't want
to break down the diocese either.
Might as well start talk politics too, boys.
Yeah,
alienate everybody.
So how about that vaccine? Brother in arms, Katie Broder, Ole Miss assistant coach, softball coach, was sending sex/hooking up with a player on the team. So we had an assistant coach hooking up with another female softball. Player coach hook up. Old Miss player coach hook up. The only problem was the player was dating another player on the team.
So she was switch hitting.
Well,
no, everybody was a lesbian.
Yeah.
We're talking about women's softball here.
I thought it was a male coach.
No. So Brady Browder was the assistant coach.
All right. Dude,
so
I'm not listening.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, it's a Katie Browder assistant coach. She was like, I thought it was a dude.
It was just one of those things that popped in my head, you know.
So we got an assistant coach hooking up with a player dating, and a player and another player dating. The other player who wasn't hooking up with the coach, the girlfriend, goes through the phone, finds all these crazy sex, blah, 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 prints them out, puts them all over, like, the assistant coach's computer. You know what I mean? Just all the screenshot, tapes them all over the place, so the whole team finds out. The head coach has a meeting and offers everybody hush money not to talk about it. And now, like, everybody's still on the team. Nobody got suspended, as I know right now. And the story's out there. So someone, like, I think they took some loot and then they kept their mouth. Then they fucking, and then they told people.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's some saucy stuff. You got a coach hooking up with a player
They're just scissoring all over the
place.
And it just proves that women's softball is just as gay as I ever thought it was. Like, the thing about it, we got a coach and two players. Like, what's it?
Just scissoring all over the damn field.
Oh, dude, talk about fucking stereotypes.
Yeah, they're not breaking any there.
No.
You're not dispelling any stereotypes.
Surely not.
I seen it, but I didn't see what the assistant coach looked like.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was bad.
So it was like a bunch of good-looking chicks just getting weird.
Old Miss. Old Miss. You know what I mean? They got some babes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. There she is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, coach. You send them sext.
In which, like, she's an assistant coach, so she's probably not much older than these girls in reality.
25.
Yeah. So I mean,
she blew her knee out and couldn't make the Olympic team, so she's like, "No, I'm just gonna start
going back to Ole Miss." Yeah, start banging my players.
Start flicking beans.
But it's so funny. Like, this is like a bit. If this was like a guy and a girl, this would be nonstop coverage. You barely heard about it.
He'd be in jail.
I had to hear it from Barstool. You know?
He'd be in jail what I mean? Sure. It'd be on the Today Show.
Fired, fucking
coach, hush money,
fucking it'd be on Netflix in a year and a half.
The hush money, like the thing is, if that many people know, it's gonna get out. I don't care what the fucking hush money is. Like, if you have a team of
hush
people,
money never works when there's too many.
It
got to be like 2
15,
people.
There got to be
3 at the most.
There got to be. We're looking at a minimum 15 people on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sidebar.
absolutely. And then there's trainers. There's fucking,
Right.
there's people around the organization.
We might just be scratching the surface.
Should
on
we
it.
investigate this?
I'm going to do
I
some
think
investigations.
It sounds like Katie Browder was scratching some surfaces.
real. You're so nasty, Jack.
Oh man, but yeah, that one, but yeah, the lack of coverage of this is pretty impressive.
It's appalling.
This one, I just felt bad for this girl. This is just a funny video. She was, you know how like Chick-fil-A, they got all their workers outside like in lines and shit like that with their iPads. So she worked at an Arby's too. It was like the most crowded Arby's I've ever seen before in my life. So this girl's working at Arby's, walking through the lines, like bringing these people a Diet Coke. And you know at how in DQ, when you order a Blizzard, they give it the old turnover, like so it doesn't fucking slide out.
Yeah.
So this chick fucking is like walking to the car, turns the pop over. The pop completely spills out, and she's, oh my god, I used to work at Dairy Queen, and like you could tell like she wasn't trying to be like, it was just like her brain. She was so used to making those Blizzards and turning them over. First day at Arby's, she goes to turn it over. She spills like 32 ounces of root beer all over the fucking place.
She's like, I did 3 years at DQ.
She's like, I used to work at Dairy Queen. And then just like ran off. It was so like you could did it.
The best part is she runs off.
Yeah, I mean, she was embarrassed. She just spilled all this fucking pop everywhere. It was so much of it.
Yeah, it was like 16 cents worth of Diet Coke.
Dude, and then this one.
This was great.
This dude was a reporter for the South Carolina football game. He was at the tailgate. And he's reporting like live in the middle of like this tailgate. No one's been like to a football game in like 2 years. Kids are rowdy as fuck.
Been drinking since 6 in the morning.
Since yesterday.
Shooters and tutors.
And this dude is like giving like his like pregame like fucking speech or like interview where he's just like giving a breakdown like, I'm here from South Carolina, blah, big game today. And the students around him are going bananas, dude. You got chicks fucking like fucking with him. Dudes fucking screaming, fuck yous, skins, fingers, fuck yous. Like, and dudes, literally, girls like trying to take selfies with him and shit like that. Just pandemonium. I'm talking like he probably had like, I mean, he was in the middle of the tailgate, but he probably had 30 people like
touching him at once,
bothering him during this live interview. And he just went for a walk. He just started walking straight towards the camera. The camera's backing up. And fucking these people just kept following him. And
he
like,
didn't break.
And he did it? He went through his whole spiel?
Unbelievable.
Didn't break.
Champion.
And that's what makes men right there.
This dude's going to get a major gig off this. He's going to be on ESPN by next Tuesday.
He'll be doing
on this show.
He can handle hurricanes. He can handle anything after that.
You think he's going to be the next Roker?
I'm saying, Roker's saying, he said, stay the fuck out my business. Yeah, Roker's still going to Trump, but he can handle anything. When the big, tall, scrawny dude who was in the back who went skins, was throwing up the fingers just like this. That was like one of my favorites. While the chick's trying to take a picture of the dude with her finger up like this.
Yeah,
and he's getting motherfucking, and the dude just walking towards everyone with his hand on my. He's like, this is going to be a tough year for South Carolina, but I think we can get the win, right, everybody? And I'm like, this dude fucking did. I mean, they sent him out into the Lions Den.
Yeah, they did.
Because people don't know how to act, dude.
College kid. We're talking about drunk-ass college kid.
Yeah, you see drunk.
On a regular, but it's been a whole year.
A live broadcast. Like, dude, he's just trying to make sure no one yells, like, fuck him right in the pussy, like, fucking right in his mic. But they were trying. He wasn't with it. But best field reporter I ever seen.
Ever. He's on the big things now.
One more brother in arms. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams.
Yeah.
Old Omar, dude.
Yeah, that was
chalky white too. But Omar, man, one of the best characters ever.
Just said that today. Like that character on The Wire. Like, I don't know how he died, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know.
He OD'd.
He was. I know for sure he was a recovering addict.
Yeah, so they found him. They found him dead with a bunch of drug paraphernalia.
That's a shame because he was a recovering addict and was actually like a pretty solid advocate for people getting off drugs and like. You know, I think he actually did work in Baltimore, like, to help people get clean because Baltimore was so fucked up. That's where The Wire was at. But, dude, I mean, when he died on The Wire, I'm like, it's like the end of, like, Sopranos almost. You're like, huh?
Yeah, how's Omar dead?
By a kid.
Yeah.
That kid.
They should have took Omar. They should have took him to the end.
100%. But he, dude, he passed away. We also lost a Pittsburgh legend, Tunch Ilkin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, talk about someone. I mean, the other Omar did so much for like people in recovery, But dude, Tunch Ilkin did so much for people, period. And like, dude, he like was so involved with that Light of Life.
Yeah,
they're like, it's like a halfway house over on the north side. They're like, they'll take in anybody.
Did you hear the guy that like the CEO of Light of Life eulogized him? Or
Yeah,
whatever? I seen a little bit of it on the news that he couldn't say enough good things about Tunch.
I mean, there's this
legend.
Michael K. Williams and Tunch. They're the outpouring of like support. I never heard anybody say a bad word about Tunch Ilkin.
No,
how could you, dude?
Yeah,
or for that case, you know what I mean? For I've never heard anyone. I used to watch his. He used to do a lot of stuff with Vice, and I would peep it just because it was him.
I used to watch that show he had where he was like
He narrated it. He was like
narrator. Exactly.
And I'm like, just because I liked his character. He was good on Boardwalk Empire too.
Yeah, Jockey White, unbelievable character.
Yeah.
Then there was like 4 comedians in L.A. that they died too, like fucking fentanyl coke. Like, dude, you gotta. If you're going to do coke in 2021 or do any drugs, fucking get a fentanyl testing kit and test that fucking shit because people are dropping like flies.
Yeah, like, dude ruined all the coke.
I get it. You still want to do drugs. Whatever.
Right.
You're going to do what you want to fucking do.
Right.
Get a fucking testing kit and just test the shit because like you're going to die.
Right. And that's not even a joke. That's to everyone out there.
Yeah,
like,
not to get super serious here on Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but like, dude, there's an easy fix. Just test the coke.
And people like to party and stuff like that, but I do know that like on it, you can go. I'm pretty sure you can go on Amazon actually.
Everybody got them.
And
CVS, fucking everybody got
get
them.
the testers and like, you know, I mean, we don't want to lose anyone else. You know, they don't want to go out. You don't want to go out. Period. But
yeah, that's why you got to just get the pure.
Yeah,
shit,
especially
man.
with Steelers Sundays coming up.
It's gonna be
Dudes love cocaine. Just get a fentanyl fucking kit and fucking party your dick off.
You got to go straight to the source, man.
Oh man.
All right, well, let's take a break here.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest Podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest Podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. We're about to find out what's grinding them gears. Shirley, what's grinding them gears?
You know what, dude? With all the advances in like medical science and all the shit we got going on, dude, why the fuck is poison ivy still even a
insane?
thing, dude? Like, why is that even a thing? Like, I should just be like, take a pill and I'd be immune to it forever.
Give me a shot.
Right.
I'll take it right now.
Now, granted, Dr. Dave hooks me with the top of the line steroid cream. You know what I mean? And it does the trick. Ain't cheap, but it does the trick. But like, why is that even a thing? Why can't we eradicate this whole fucking thing? Remember the time you had it, and you were like, you had forearms of like sores.
I was just on vacation with a girl who had it fucking terrible, and she was on the medicine. It just fucking, it takes a while to go away. It fucking sucks, dude.
The time that Truly's talking about, I was 15 or 16 years old. I got poison ivy on Easter. I had to get rushed to the emergency room because like the poison ivy actually got inside my pee hole. I'm not making this up. So I like pissed and like it was like a fire hydrant. And I went in, and like the dude was like looking at my dick, and my dick had all these like.
Not much to look at.
It wasn't. It was
just one sore.
Yeah, it was like one blister. I'm like, oh, dude.
God.
And my fingers, I ended up getting so bad, my fingers got webbed together. So like they gave me the shots in the hospital. Within a week, I was like noticeably better, but it literally took a month of my fucking summer to fully recover from it.
I wasn't even talking about that time. I was talking about the time we were working up.
The Hill
in
District.
The Hill,
yeah.
And we're like ripping these vines off of a fence, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like
all poison ivy.
All poison ivy. We got it so bad. You were working at WIM or whatever, and you were like, I can't even come into work. Like I'm like leaking.
Yeah.
You know, shit was like seeping and shit. Oh, we
That's
tried to
brutal.
put gas on it.
I get it.
We tried to rub gasoline on it, but it was like mixed oil gas, and all it did was spread it all over our bodies.
Yeah, made it real nice.
Worst fucking thing in the world, dude.
Real nice and wet to move around everywhere.
I don't understand why they just can't like get rid of that, or give me like a shot or a pill, and then it's gone.
So I guess years ago, I get it bad as fuck too. Even if I'm sitting next to somebody, like I'll get it.
Right.
Fucking years ago, and I remember I went to the doctor. I was like, yeah, I was like, I'll just have like the poison ivy shot. And the dude was like, what are you talking about? I was like, the shot where you don't get poison ivy, just like a flu shot. Just give me whatever that is, I'll take that.
Yeah, like the unicorn will be in to give it to you anytime.
They were like, that doesn't exist. And I was like, what do you mean it doesn't exist? And he was like, yeah, that's not a thing. I'm like, why is it? Why don't you figure that the fuck out?
Yeah, you know how much money's in that, dude? To like just eradicate poison ivy or sumac or all the fucking...
It's brutal.
Bastards.
It is
terrible.
They make no sense why they're even plants.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I brush against something for like a millisecond, and now I got a week of ball busting.
Yeah, and if you do like any outside work, even like concrete, like you'll be around it. You fucking.
I put a wall in my backyard the other day, and I just like touched a branch. And the crazy thing is, my dad's like immune to it. He doesn't get it, right? And he's like, "Hey, boy, I think that's poison ivy over there." I'm like, "Well, I'll let you know in 2 days."
Yeah, when I don't show up. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
I'm sure you saw that an hour ago when I was over there. Yeah. Seabird, you got a grounder.
Yeah, some people might like this one, some people might not. But I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. It's happened to me 3 times in the past 2 days. Old people driving. Like, dude, if you're like certain old people, I don't know if they're on their phones more now or what, but it's like they're sitting at green lights or they're
I think they're TikToking and driving.
I felt like today, like we're driving like to get here right by that Eaton Park. I'm by myself. And this old guy just stops at the green light. The light's green. Everyone's going. He decides he's going to take a break.
Dude, they don't give a fuck.
The older people like just don't give a fuck about. And then when
they forget what they're doing sometimes, I think.
And they make the left and come up, and the dude sat at the stop sign for 30 seconds. I'm like beeping the horn. He looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, cuz, what are you doing?
He forgot he was driving.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like.
In his defense, I sat at a stop sign for about a minute and a half the other day.
You were probably stoned.
Yeah. Nope.
Sober.
It was in my defense. It was during my week-long hangover where my brain didn't fucking work.
Well, that's acceptable.
That fucking hangover from like Tuesday, you could hear it in my voice in the last podcast. Like I am fucking struggling.
I could see it in your eyes.
You got to figure like I just got off a plane like 2 hours before that off of like a bender fucking trip, and I'm like sitting here and I'm like, dude, this is brutal.
As soon as we started, you're like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, I should have just got up and fucking left.
No. People love the rawness of
it.
That's
dude, it was
real
raw.
life,
so
baby.
like my brain didn't start firing again until Friday. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Like it was, and I was busy at work and like fucking it was brutal, man. I sat at a stop sign. Luckily there was nobody around me. But I bet for like a minute and a half, and I was like,
You caught yourself?
was
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I was like, do I gotta like take myself to a doctor?
Yeah,
I
right.
was like, yeah, I think
Should I park my car and get an Uber?
I think my marbles might be gone. I'm gonna need some extra marbles here.
And the other thing that
What age do you think they should retest? Because you can't tell them they can't.
No,
you can't just
I
say
don't. I'm
you
not,
can't
dude,
drive.
If anyone who knows me knows I'm pro old people. No, I think when you get to be 75, see if you're still. You know,
I think like after a certain age, you should have to like take it more often. Like
That's
take a
what we're saying.
refresher course
That's
or whatever.
what-
Like, yeah, okay, you're 70. Come in every 2 years, and then when you're 80, come in every
I'll
year.
even give you to 75 and say, hey, when you're 75, you're just going to retake the test. That's all you're going to do.
Right.
And if you can't pass the test, be like, okay, like where are they failing as? It's parallel parking because we can live with that. But if they're fucking driving through stop signs or like stopping at green lights, like guys,
Or if they can't sign themselves up to take the test.
Right.
You know
Or
what I
if
mean?
you have glasses that you bought in 73 and it's 2023.
it's
You know?
Spur Hill. I mean,
Squirrel Hill is the worst place in the city to
I'm
drive by. It's not even close.
By-
dude,
yard.
I'm coming down Douglas and I'm just like driving across. I have a green light and here comes an old person drove right through the red light. Could have killed me.
And they gave you the finger.
No, they they like looked at me all scared, like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Dude, like I had to."
We're all on the road.
I like pointed up at the light, and they're like they didn't see it. I'm like, "Fuck, dude, these old people driving."
Like, there's other motherfuckers out here.
And I'm not, dude. Believe me, I'm not anti-old person. This is a pro old people podcast, but like,
Huge old people.
but like,
podcast.
dude, like if you're out there taking people out, stopping at green lights, like you know what I mean, like, maybe take an Uber. Ask your kid to drive you. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
And that's like the thing. You get it's such like you go your whole life of like you're an adult and now like now you can't drive anymore. But at the same time, it's fucking dangerous, dude.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a trick. It's a sticky
Everybody
situation.
was young once and bitched about old people driving. So at some
Sure.
point, you got to look in the mirror like, all right, dude, I'm that guy now.
Yeah, and I'm not like I'll admit, like I'm not the best. I'm not a bad driver, but I'm not the best driver. I'm like
Right.
I'm a defensive driver. You know,
Yeah.
you'll never catch me fucking speeding or doing. I'm a cruiser. I watch cars around me, and because I know I'm surrounded by idiots.
Dude, I drive.
So I'm
I drive
on the
dump
defense
trucks.
all the time.
So I drive slow all the time. Like I'm
Yeah,
usually in like a
right.
dump truck, and Rose like, oh my god, like and I forget, like I think I'm in like a 5-ton dump truck. I'm in
Yeah.
my car.
She's good. She's good at driving because, like, what she'll do is what's she usually good for, like 4 accidents a year.
Yeah. I mean, if you could put makeup on, change your playlist on Pandora, and talk to me in the back seat while you're driving, yeah, you're a terrible driver.
Oh, that's,
Oh, dude, Rose.
That grinds my
The
gears.
best thing, like when we had, when the kids are in her car, she like straightens out and doesn't do that. But let her drive us out somewhere one night. Oh man, you might never come out with us again, dude. She's hell.
I swear Burns like wouldn't wait to like use his phone until he started driving.
Yeah.
And then he's checking scores. He's sending fucking text message like fucking.
And he's talking.
everything.
He's like, "Shows, we gonna make that bet later, babe."
And it's just
what
like,
the
bro,
fuck?
get me out of here. I got a grinder. Fucking Fios cable. I had to switch. Move the Bellini. She didn't have cable. Need cable. Thought the cable guy was coming on Thursday. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get cable, get this all set up. I made sure I had everything fucking ready. You know what I mean? Like fucking. They sent us a box with everything in it for me to install the cable. And
It's a Verizon, right?
yeah, it's Verizon.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah.
I don't work for fucking Verizon.
No.
It's not my job to install this cable. You're charging me a pretty penny for this
It
cable.
ain't cheap, yeah.
Send the fucking guy out to fucking install it for me. They didn't send me the right shit. So I put it all together. I think I did it right. I know I did it right. So I'm getting to the screen, and it's just like the loading screen, and nothing's loading. So I'm like, all right, let me try a different room. I'm telling you, like 2 hours of me fucking around with this cable box. In reality,
Infuriating you, too.
Infuriating me. And I know I'm doing it right, and I know I got everything hooked up right, and I'm watching the video, I'm fucking reading the directions, and it's just not fucking working. So then I finally get somebody on the phone. They put me on like a Zoom call with like an agent, and she's like drawing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm like, dude, listen, I get it, I understand what you're saying, it's not working.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we might have to send somebody else. I'm like, yes, I want a person
That's
to come
what I
in
wanted
here.
the first
I
place.
want someone here to hook it the fuck up.
Yeah.
I fucking need someone to hook it up. I didn't go to Comcast, Verizon school.
What I look like an IT guy?
Yeah, send the fucking guy out. I'll troubleshoot something, you know what I mean? I'll figure something
Right,
out.
I'll
But
unplug
it's
it for
not
30
my,
seconds.
Yeah, it's not my job to hook this shit up.
No.
It's your fucking job to
I
hook
hate
this shit up.
Verizon.
Especially for
I fucking hate
$260 a
Verizon.
month.
Yeah, send the fucking guy. And then, so, like, I get the guy's coming tomorrow morning. God bless his soul. But fucking,
He better be there.
and Lenia was like, dude, they're gonna charge us $100 for him to come out. I was like, the fuck they are.
Yeah.
She was like, dude, it like says it. I'm like, I guarantee you, we're not gonna see this $100 on this bill. You know me, I'm usually pretty passive when it comes to shit like that. But when I choose to dig my feet in, I'll dig my feet in.
Yeah, but
What do you mean you're going to charge me $100 to come set up the fucking cable that I fucking bought? You fucking idiot.
It's completely fucking insane. It goes back to what I said last week when I tried to do it Verizon in the Verizon store. They sent me to a fucking kiosk in the store, not even an actual person. And then they were going to send me a new phone, and then I had to switch everything over. Like, what the fuck do you have stores for? Like, if you're just going to send me a cable box, I'll just get the little fucking thing. I'll get it jailbroken by some criminal, and I'll fucking hook it up to my TV and watch everything.
Yeah, I'm coming you willing to pay $200 a month for this bullshit cable. Set it up for me, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
Set
send
it
the
the
guy
fuck
over,
up. Send him over. Everyone's getting a little too crazy with these COVID protocols. I get what they're trying to do.
All right.
Send the cable guy to my house.
Listen,
I need to talk to him.
I've had.
And there's I'm not going to get the intricacies of what I have going on, but they have to go on the They have to go on the cable box
Something
on the
doesn't
pole.
work.
Yeah, they got to get up on the pole. I'm not getting on the fucking pole. Figure this out, dude. And I've been
How many
paying.
boxes are you getting?
They only sent me one. I need to.
Yeah.
And now I've been paying for cable for a fucking week, and I haven't fucking used it.
Fuck
If they
that.
try to charge me this $100,
no, they'll usually prorate you.
I am going to lose. I'm not going to have cable.
Don't.
I'm
gonna tell you right.
I'm like, dude, take the shit.
Right.
And he's gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy, and I'm like, take the fucking shit. I'm done.
You have to
you
be.
fucking idiot.
You have
this
to
is
be like
stupid.
that.
Got me fucking for 2 days trying to figure out to set this cable, and it doesn't work. I'm not a moron. I could figure out but I shouldn't have to figure it out. I shouldn't be watching YouTube videos of what am I missing here. You're sending me splitters and shit like that.
Yeah.
Get with a coax cable. What fucking year is it? They sent me 9,000 things. I didn't need fucking any.
What,
of
like
it.
the red, the white, and the yellow
They
cable?
sent me that. Yeah.
What
what
TV
the
even takes
fuck
that
is this?
anymore?
That's why I'm looking at mine. I'm like, my TV don't even fucking have this
You
shit.
need a tube TV.
So I got the Oh, dude, it's been brutal.
And then they try to hit you like that. We're on the verge of leaving Verizon right now. We're like, I've fucking just about had enough. Somehow my bill for Verizon, we have cable in 2 rooms, the DVR, blah, 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 couple extra channels. It's up to $270. I'm like,
That's what mine. Yeah.
I said, this is
Ridiculous.
fucking. I said, this is fucking nuts.
Banana land.
My fucking phone. You know what I mean? It's at like 2 something. I'm like, it's crazy. It's fucking $500 a month on phone and cable. And like, granted, I need my phone, but fuck cable. I could live off Netflix and everything. I'm serious.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't say it because I love sports. I gotta have my sports.
Yeah, the sports, which you can,
But you
like,
could get
you
on, like,
download
the
apps
Roku and shit,
yeah. So I had to
like-
watch Paul's game. I had to figure that out. It wasn't too much to figure out, but I had to fucking download an app and fucking play it through there. And it's just like, dude, when I'm paying for cable, it should be working.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I'm like, this is fucking.
Dude, they try to.
If I couldn't even get through that app, and I would have had to go down to fucking a bar in the North Hills by myself and watch this fucking game, I would have killed somebody.
They try to charge me. I've had Verizon for years. They try to charge me my remote control's 5 years old. They're like, give me a new fucking remote. And they're like, well, we're gonna have to charge you. I'm like, you're out of your fucking tree. Like,
What'd
I
they
need
say?
a remote. No, they end up sending me one, and they
Yeah, and it's just like, why don't
prorated
you
me
just
and
give me
everything.
the shit? You're just waiting for me to
Why
go
do I
crazy on
fight?
you? Why do you want to argue
But the
with
thing
me?
is, they didn't even send it to me. Actually, I had to go pick it up, right down the fucking
East Liberty.
Yeah, East Liberty.
And
yeah.
I need another box, and I know this fucking guy isn't gonna. I just hope I get a normal person tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Customer
Sometimes
service.
you get a cool
Sometimes
guy
you
though,
get
and
a
he'll
cool
like
guy.
hook you up.
Sure,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm hoping for. And then
Fire,
I'll
yeah.
come a couple bucks.
Yeah.
A nice thing.
Cash rules everything around me.
Yeah, next thing you know, you get a little free boob channel or something. Got some Skinamax coming my way, and I'm the happiest guy in the world. But yeah, they really grinding my gears, man.
Well, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield sFinestPodcast. We're about to get What Would Greenfield Do kicked off. What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop. That's not okay.
No, usually
I say what would Greenfield do.
Say it.
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
We've really been butchering that lately.
You know.
Can't pitch a perfect podcast every week, you know what I mean? So I got hit up today if I wanted to be in like this group chat with like a bunch of people we know to play basketball once a week. And I do want to play basketball once a week. They actually play on Tuesdays usually. So I was like, for any day besides, we record on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got obligations on the biggest podcast in the world. Sorry I can't come to your little basketball game. But I was like, I do want to play. But at the same time, I'm terrified. I know I'm going to fuck something. I know I'm going to tear something. I know I'm going to break something. I know this is going to, if I do play basketball, I might play for 1 year. Like everything goes fine. Year 2, everything goes on. But sometime down the road, there's a surgery at the end.
Yeah,
of this.
there's a meniscus tear at some
No
point.
doubt. And my question to you is, are we just too old to play basketball once a week, you think? Or do you think like, we could get out there and still...
Are you playing competitively?
So-
or are you just playing a horse?
So, no, they're running full games.
Yeah, I'm
No,
way too old for that.
I'm just speaking for me. After working physical labor all day, there's no way I can run a hoop game.
Absolutely.
I could, I mean that also I could see that.
Yeah, if I break my body, then my kids go hungry. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
need this.
I'm
out.
that also makes sense too.
I'm out.
I mean, it's hard
But,
enough.
I mean,
to
I
play
like
the
getting
one-
the shots up. You know what I mean?
I bet, yeah.
Leave me in the corner. I'm a problem still. You know what I mean? Like I'll still.
So
like,
you're
I'll
in
get.
good?
I'll
So
get out
Wednesday
there.
nights?
If they, I know if they play. I hope they continue to play on Tuesday, so I have an excuse not to
Right,
play. But if
absolutely.
they say like on a Wednesday or Thursday, like, hey, we're gonna go down.
If they change it just for you,
Yeah,
you
then
have to play.
You
I
have
have to play, and I know I'm gonna be in like some type of cast
I'm gonna wheel you
by
in here.
winter.
I know just from playing the one flag football game a year that I play that, like, dude, I'm hurting for like 2 weeks after that
There's
game.
a whole different type of soreness. Like my brother tore his Achilles bad as fuck hooping, still he don't play anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is saying I shouldn't play.
All
So-
arrows are pointing to
so
no.
bad idea. I guarantee
That
I still
sick
play.
mind of yours,
Yeah,
though.
then I still like get up and do a little spin move and like
blow your knee out.
Just
We'll wheel you into the fucking podcast.
it's gonna suck when it fucking happens, but I know it's gonna fucking
So you're
happen.
taking that chance, Jack? You're willing to put it on the line?
I think I am. I mean, what are you supposed to? You can't stop living life.
Right. You'll.
I never said that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I still go to the flea market every week.
That's what I mean. I really cut back on shit I do.
Yeah. At
So-
least he'll like let you hoop.
Yeah, you got to keep something around from your
That's what
youth.
you would think, but I mean, you just hear everybody just blows out their fucking knee or their ankle or something.
But you hear about Jack, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll just break a finger and like nice little warning
Well,
shot,
that's
like
easy.
"Hey, idiot!"
Yeah, you
like
can handle that.
right.
And then you have
Then
that cool finger that sticks out
Yeah,
sideways the rest of your life.
I already got one of them.
Yeah, that's
fucking,
great.
So
It's a story.
sure, but I'm a nervous wreck about it. But whatever, we'll see. To be continued. If I show up here in a fucking wheelchair in a
Or
few
if we
weeks.
do the podcast and you're sitting in like a traction.
Yeah. That's no good. All right, so this is last one. You have 5 magic tokens. How do you spend them? So 1 token, sports champion of your choice. Another 1 token, choose any person to hook up with. Another 1 token, $50,000. So each of these costs 1 token. Sports championship, choose any person to hook up with, 50 grand. So that's the 1 tokens. 2 tokens, you get a whole point on the 1 to 10 scale. So if you're 6, it bumps you up to a 7. If you're a 7, bumps you up to an 8. 2 tokens, 1 year paid salary without working. So a whole year of salary, no work.
I got to
That's
write
2
this
tokens.
down. You're getting
I'll,
deep.
I'll repeat them for you. So 2 tokens, 1 point scale. Another 2 token, 1 year paid salary without working. So this is the last 2. These are 4 tokens. Free food for life, free booze for life. Those are 4 tokens. You have 5 tokens. How are you spending your tokens?
This is. I mean, for me, this is so easy.
Good.
Okay. First off, I'm gonna win the Super Bowl.
You're gonna win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm winning the Super Bowl with my first token.
I don't know. Does that when you see sports championship of your choice, that means the Steelers win the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean
Yeah, that's
you
like
win
your
the Super
hometown
Bowl.
team.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a quarterback, Mike.
but then I
You don't play for the Steelers, buddy.
oh, that's all right. Take it back. I'll just all right. I'll take the 50 grand. Then I'll take the 1 year paid salary without working, and then I'll do a little 1 point upgrade on myself, so I'll be more enticing to my lady friend Addie.
Let me see that skill you got.
Wait,
there.
so
I used 5 tokens. I 50 grand.
so that's 1.
Then I took a year paid salary
Okay.
without working. That's 2. And then I'm gonna do a little upgrade for my Boo Boo biscuit.
Okay,
Selfless. This
I like
guy's
it.
selfless.
You kind of spread that out a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't need. I mean, free. If I start free booze and there's no a free drug one on there, so I'd be done. You know.
Right. So what I would do, I would go free food for life because I mean, you eat. Food costs a lot of money.
But I was thinking that year off work.
Yeah, paid salary. Yeah, that's true. I think I would go free food for life, and then that's 4 tokens, and then 1 token, 50 grand. So I don't give a fuck if the Steelers win another Super
Hey,
Bowl
we're-
or hook up with anybody like that.
Yeah.
That
We're close on that one, Jack.
so yeah. So you're gonna go booze and 50K.
Absolutely. Because I'm gonna have to buy a lot of Coke if I'm drinking free.
And a lot of a lot of testers.
fentanyl testers.
A lot of
A lot of
fentanyl
fentanyl
testers. Sure. We don't want you going out there being dull crazy now.
Yeah, but free food for life. I mean, that's great.
I get to listen, free food for life, but like food isn't like when I just think of myself having a year off with pay. To me, like that blows the free food out of the. In my mind, where I'm at right now, I'm like, dude, I could have a whole year off and free.
Yeah, but I mean, 50 grand ain't bad either for.
well, no, I'm doing both of them.
Yeah,
my fault.
His
I'm
is
trying to
pretty
do
good.
You
He's-
went with the detail.
Yeah, he's stretching this out where he gets the paid salary and the 50
So
grand.
after that, year, I'm
and,
done
then,
working.
and then a point of hotness.
Who's
Yeah.
that frugal Mike over here?
Yeah, well, I'm doing something for my boob, but I'm saying like I could take a year off work, then I'll incorporate the other 50 grand. By then, it'll give me 2 years to work on the comedy and podcast. I won't need to go back.
And
to
you're
work.
hotter.
And
Yeah,
I'm
and
hotter.
you're hotter.
It's a win-win-win if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that, Mike. I like how you put that out there.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with mine.
Oh, mine ain't changing.
Yeah, free food, man.
Yeah, surely he wants free booze.
It cost me
Dude.
$8 for the 6
I'd be at Aladdin's every day just fucking eating up all their hummus.
eating up all the hummus.
Yeah, they're like, here comes fucking free food Jack again. I'm
mean,
like, run that.
If you got
Extra pitas,
Like,
please.
Jack, why are you eating up all the hummus?
I love that shit.
You talking about the one in Banksville?
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like four or five across the city. All right, well, that's a podcast.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this week. Do us a big favor. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and get other people to subscribe, share it. We're going to be posting a lot more content. Also, don't forget, Saturday, September 11th, Comptra Theater, live comedy show there. It's going to be me. Shuley's going to be hosting. We got Samantha Bentley headline, who's fucking super hilarious, and Don Orner, who a lot of you guys seen before, is super funny dude. So please come out, support the podcast, grab tickets for that. The link's up on all of our social media, but you can just go to Comptra.com, ComtraTheater.com. You can find it. I think that's all we have. Have a great week, everyone. And remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.